Hello, beautiful people. This is Dr. Elisa Matthews. Let me tell you a bit about why scalar energy. Why Atlantis Scalar? I'm going to read this from the About page of my website so I don't miss any details for you guys. So I've been posting on the Channeling Eric blog, having sessions with the wonderful CE mediums, posting them on the YouTube channel, airing every Tuesday night, the Eric's Hour of Enlightenment radio show, opening up my homes to mediums for their little Channeling Eric events. So they wouldn't have to basically pay for a very expensive venue, and then they could lower ticket prices for people. And the attendees just loved it. So, as many of you know, I never profit from anything related to channeling Eric for obvious reasons. I'm not going to exploit my kid's death. In fact, I gave up a very lucrative career as an internal medicine physician to work with Eric because I felt deep in my heart that together he and I could help more people. And I was right. So, during one of these events, a medium, Raylene Nuanes, showed us how to use dowsing rods to find and close tears in the energy. She found several energy tears throughout the interior of my home. Frankly, I'd never heard of such a thing, and I was at best skeptical, right? So she checked the backyard and found a huge energy tear where we had just cut down an old water oak that must have been at least 400 years old. It was rotten through and through, riddled with termites, and a true hazard since one of its large branches draped over our master bedroom. As Raylene closed the energy hole, she gasped and said, "Whoa, some heavy Native American shit went down here." That rang true because where I live, Native Americans were quite prevalent. And there's a bayou running nearby named Buffalo Bayou because that's where they used to steer the buffalo into the bayou so they would break their legs and they could get them better. And buffalo orthopedic surgeons were on short supply at the time. Anyway, in retrospect, I recalled my husband, Rune, he's Norwegian, and I saw a cute little eastern screech owl on a branch where the water oak had been freshly cut down. It looked perfectly fine. And then Rudy found it dead the next day, right under the branch where it was perched. So, bad energy. Anyway, here's how the idea came. 2 or 3 years later, a crazy thought entered my mind. I swear it didn't feel like it came from my own brain, what's left of it. I wonder if there are energy tears or energy vortices in my home still. So, using her technique, I went throughout the parts of the home, especially that she did not, go through. And it was like Swiss cheese, basically. In Eric's room, especially, there were 3 energy tears in his closet, 1 over the nightstand by his bed, 1 in the middle of his bed, 1 at the foot of the bed right next to his bed, and one right where his desk used to be. I closed them all just the way that Raylene taught me and reflected on each of them for a while. And I go through details of why each one has an energy tear there and what evidence there is for that if you read the adult page, the About page. Anyway, the day after I closed all the portals, Lucas went from making $15 an hour as an intern with a company to receiving a call from the same company offering him a 2 to 3 month position in California, making $12,000 a month. And then after that, an indefinite position, making $16,000 a month. And when I did energy work on my 4th year medical student, Annika, she made one of the highest step 2 test scores in the nation. A score she admitted as stupidly high. I came to the conclusion that this shit works. I opened up good energy portals so that abundance could flow through and closed the bad ones so that nothing bad and harmful and unwanted could happen. As to my reason for starting Atlantis Scalar, that's another story that I will say, but it's to help a terminally ill, one of our relatives that had 2 terminal cancers. And, I treated him and he's alive, both types of cancer, dramatically reduced and continue to do so. And I hope this trend continues for him because he's such a lovely man. Now, next I will talk about energy tears and vortices and portals, as we call it. So stay tuned and make sure you follow me. Thank you, AtlantisScalar.com.